Start. Para, these two petitions, in each of which petitioner number 1 is a partnership firm and petitioner number 2 is a partner, raise a question as to whether the petitioner can claim a right to issue of an eligibility certificate under a scheme framed by the state government under which several incentives were promised to small scale, medium and large industries with a view to speed up the pace of industrialization of the developing industries in the state. The petition was required to be heard by the full bench because on the construction of the said scheme, a division bench of this court at Aurangabad held that even though the required steps under the scheme are completed, an industry is not entitled to enforce any right for the issue of an eligibility certificate under the scheme under Article 226 of the Constitution of India, para, a scheme of incentives comprising mainly incentives in the nature of refund of sales tax, relief in electricity duty, octroi duty, etc., has been in force in Maharashtra since 1964. That scheme was modified and the period of the scheme as modified from 1st August 1956 expired on 31st October 1979. The government having applied its mind to the question of revision and integrating the scheme and making it more broad-based formulated a modified scheme of incentives with effect from 1st August 1979 for the period 1st August 1979 to 31st March 1983. Under this scheme, the area of the state of Maharashtra was grouped under four groups A, B, C, and D, with reference to the nature of the development that had already taken place. The petitioner in writ petition number 988 of 1983 are from Bhusawal in western Maharashtra and they are in Bombay Division, District Jalgaon, being in Group C. The scheme notified that incentives under it would be available to eligible unit in the private sector also, along with the state public sector, joint sector, and the cooperative sector. Clause 21 of the scheme dealt with the data of effect of eligibility under Part 1 of the 1979 scheme and provided that the eligibility certificate under Part 1 of the 1979 scheme would be issued effective from the date of commencement of commercial production and the said date would be determined by the implementing agency on the totality of the documentary evidence laid by the eligible unit in this behalf as also such other information, details, etc., required or called for in connection therewith, such as date of power connection, electricity consumption, bills over a period, first scale bill, excise license, extract of excise register or of production register, etc. Effective steps for the purposes of the 1979 scheme were classified into initial effective steps and final effective steps in paragraph 2 of the scheme. Under explanation to this clause, it was provided that based on the documentary evidence laid by the eligible unit in this regard, the implementing agency shall determine the date on which all the effective steps, both initial and final, are completed. The scheme gave the definition of fixed assets, gross fixed capital investment, local sales tax law, and other terms appearing in the scheme. Under Clause 2, the period of eligibility under Part 1 of the scheme in regard to the eligible unit was to be 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 9 years, or 13 years. as the case may be depending on the nature and location of the eligible unit during which the sales tax incentive could be available to the unit subject to fulfillment of the conditions of the scheme. Stop.